Children, so we are going to continue with our physical education chapter number 3. In the previous class we saw what are the pathway of the air to pass through and what are the organs that are responsible for the respiration. So now we will study in this class about the structure of our lungs. So how respiration happens, we take the air, we breathe through the nose, so it enters into the lung, and the organisms that use the lung for the respirations, so that we call it as a pulmonary respiration. Now what are the lungs? Let us see that what is the structure of the lungs. So lungs are two spongy organs laying in the thorax. Thorax means near the windpipe, right? So it is a spongy organs. It is not very hard, it is very soft and spongy organ. And where their extension? So their extension is from the neck, from the root of the, so from the neck to the diaphragm, then the ribs, then intercostal muscles also lie in front of the lung. I'll show you in the diagram. So that is an extension. It extends from the neck. Next we have bronchi and bronchioli. After this we have a alveolar duct, that is a terminal bronchi which contains a deoxygenated blood. Once air enters into the, that is oxygen enters into the lung, so for the purification of blood, it mixes the blood with the oxygen, so that it becomes oxygenated blood, right? So deoxygenated air, blood remains there. Then diaphragm, it is a dome shape. Okay, so I'll just explain that with a diagram, so you can understand. See here, you can easily understand what is the structure of the lung. So when the air enters here, right, so this is a trachea. From the neck, when you enters there, this is a trachea. Again, this is divided into, trachea is divided into two times, that is we call it as a left main bronchus, right main bronchus, right? And this two subdivision, these are the two lungs, okay, which are very spongy, and it is called as a hilum. So that divides that lungs, right? This particular part we call it as a hilum, and this is a trachea, it's a windpipe, right? And now we have a left bronchus and the right main bronchus. So what is that too? Composed of muscle, fibers, so this composed of a muscle and a fibrous elastic material. Why elastic material? Because during respiration the lung will expand and contract. That is why it is elastic. Then we have the bronchioles. You can see the bronchioles here in between. So this bronchioles, it is composed of fibrous materials, so which will be helpful. Then here we have superior lobes, middle lobe, okay, and the inferior lobe. So these lobes helps in the expansion of the lungs during the respiration. So it extends from the root of the neck, so it is divided like this. So you have a ribs and costal cartilage, intercostal muscles, everything will lie here. So this is the left lung and this is the right lung. So right lung will little bit larger than the left. Again in the lungs it is divided into bronchioles. I will just to show you the terminal of the capillaries, the terminal of the bronchioli. So this is the terminal of the bronchioli, they call it as aerovelar ducts. So this are the aerovelar ducts. So you can see a network of capillaries here. This is the air sac. Whenever we respire, what happens inside the lung? Again it is divided into bronchi that we saw in the previous diagram. This bronchi, again if you zoom it, it consists of a sacs like this. That is called as a alveolar duct and the alveolar sac. So this is a duct which allows the air to pass through, and these are all the sacs. What happens in this sac? This sacs contains the air. So when you inspire, when you breathe in, what happens? The air will be filled up in this particular sacs, okay. So we saw the air sacs. Diaphragm, it is a dome shaped muscle that separates thoracic from the abdomen. From the abdomen and the thorax we have a dome shape. So here you can see the diaphragm, that is a dome shape which separates the abdomen and the thoracic cavity, okay. What are the different mechanisms of breathing? There are two types of, so you can see the mechanism of breathing. What happens? So there are two mechanisms of breathing. One is inspiration and then is expiration. What happens when you when inspiration happens, that means when you inhale your air, what happens? Chest expands. Yes, you can feel that. Take a deep breath, chest expands. Movement of diaphragm, yes, diaphragm moves because it is a separation between the abdomen and the thoracic cavity. So abdomen, below that it also expands. Chest wall moves, so you can feel a movement in the chest walls. Then lungs expand. Yes, lungs will get expanded. Why it is expands? Because it to fill air. Where it will be filled? In the this alveolar ducts. Under that we have a network of capillaries. We call it as a aerovascular sacs. Inside that air will be filled. So this is the inspiration. What happens? Chest expands, movement of diaphragm, chest wall also move upwards, lungs also expands to fill the air. Next is an expiration, just reverse of the inspiration. What happens? Now you have to say diaphragm release. It takes the original shape again, because during inspiration the lungs will be expanded. Now it will take back the original shape. Lungs recoil. Recoil means it comes back to its original position. Coil means it expands, recoil, compress. Again, come. Air is driven out. What happens during expiration? Air comes out through the nostrils. So this is the mechanism of the breathing. What happens? So now in this mechanism we have again external respiration and internal respiration. So in external means breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. That means exchange of gases happens between alveoli and the blood network, right? Internal means exchange of gases, it takes place between the blood and the tissue. So internal expiration means between gases between alveoli and the blood. Internal means exchange of gases takes place between blood and the tissue cells. So that is an internal respiration. So in today's class we saw the structure of the lung and the mechanism of the breathing. In the next class we see what is the oxygen duct, okay, what is it actually, and what is the VC, that is the vital capacity of a lung. So the doctors test the capacity of the lung, that we'll see in the next video.